Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. Welcome back to my channel guys, I hope that all of you are doing good. Today's video is going to be about a clone of Tom Ford's Bitter Peach from a relatively less known company called Flavia and their fragrance Peach Honey. So in this video I'm going to tell you how this smells, how it performs, how much I paid for it, and then at the end of the video I'm going to tell you my honest opinion on whether Flavia's Peach Honey is actually worth checking out. The box that Peach Honey comes packaged in looks like this. As you can see, this nice bright orange color, and Flavia are not hiding what they're trying to clone. Immediately when you look at the box you understand that. On the front you got the name of the company, the name of the fragrance, the concentration, EDP, the bottle size, 100 milliliters. On the back there's a sticker of authenticity plus some additional information. The sticker of authenticity reads Sterling, which of course is the parent company of Armaf as well, so think of Flavia as a sister brand to Armaf. Then you slide up the top part of the box and the fragrance looks like this, the bottle looks like this. Again, you immediately recognize that this is cloning a Bitter Peach from Tom Ford. Also on the box itself and the bottle itself you have a production date, which in this case is November of 2022. You know, the bottle looks kind of nice, the cap is cheap plastic, it's not a snug fit, you have to be careful when you pick up the bottle through the cap. All in all, as I said, you immediately recognize what this fragrance is trying to clone when you look at the packaging and the bottle. If you enjoy my content guys, I would really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. It helps with the growth of my channel and it also motivates me to create more useful content for you. Okay, now let's check out the note breakdown of this fragrance. It's quite a complex note breakdown. The opening, the top notes are supposed to be cardamom, peach and orange. The middle notes are jasmine and Havana, and the base notes are sandalwood, patchouli, tonka bean, vetiver, labdanum, cashmeran and vanilla. Now I'll show you the spray in action and then I'll tell you what I pick up from this fragrance. The sprayer is actually quite good. Now the opening of this fragrance is sweet, slightly bitter and very spicy. I definitely pick up the cardamom in the opening of this fragrance. There's a touch of citrusy freshness from that orange note, quite a lot of sweetness from the peach note, as the name of course tells you, and also a slight bitterness, so it's not a super sweet peach note in the opening of this fragrance. When this starts to dry down, that freshness from the opening starts to completely go away, that also that spiciness from the opening starts to completely go away, and then the dry down is all about the mix of, at least to my nose, of peach, tonka bean, vanilla, and some oud somewhere in the background. The bitterness also starts to go away and the dry down is a lot sweeter. This to my nose is like a slightly sweeter, slightly more intense and more masculine version of Bitter Peach. The opening here is spicier compared to Bitter Peach, it's a little bit more intense, and the dry down is sweeter and again more intense. But all in all, this is a very decent clone of Bitter Peach with great performance. Also compared to Bright Peach from Maison Alhambra, which is probably the most famous clone of Bitter Peach right now on the markets. I think this is closer to the original scent compared to the Maison Alhambra version, and this is also definitely stronger in performance compared to the Maison Alhambra. When it comes to the performance of Peach Honey by Flavia, this thing is a really strong performing fragrance. It outlasts both the original Tom Ford scent and also the Maison Alhambra alternative. I easily get 8 to 9, even sometimes up to 10 hours of performance on my skin out of Peach Honey, and I also get very strong projection in the first about 2 hours. So performance wise I have absolutely no complaints about this fragrance. The price tag, I paid roughly about $30 in order to acquire Peach Honey, and I think that's a pretty decent price considering that you know, at this point Maison Alhambra's version is a little bit harder to find because of the lawsuits and whatnot, and also because this thing has really strong performance and will get you close to the original scent. When it comes to versatility, this is definitely a quite a versatile fragrance because this can be used in warm weather, although I will stray from using this in really hot weather because it's very intense and quite strong. But apart from that, this can be, you know, used pretty much all year round. And also this is quite versatile because this is a unisex fragrance, although I think the opening is a little bit more masculine, especially compared to the original. But all in all, this is quite a versatile fragrance. And on to my final thoughts about Peach Honey from the house of Flavia. Now I have to admit something, I've never been the biggest fan of Bitter Peach from Tom Ford for a few reasons. I think it's overpriced for what it is, also it lacks the performance. So, you know, I wasn't really looking to get a clone of Bitter Peach, but when I got my hands on Peach Honey, I was happy to find that this fragrance scent-wise is quite close to the original scent and has almost twice the performance. So, if you're looking for a cheap alternative to Bitter Peach that has great performance, great projection for a very decent price, definitely check out Peach Honey from Flavia. For me, this fragrance will get a like, not for the scent profile, because as I said, I'm not the biggest fan, but because of the price tag of this fragrance and its performance. And so guys, in today's video I showed you an interesting alternative or clone to Tom Ford's Bitter Peach from a relatively less known company called Flavia and their fragrance Peach Honey. I hope that you found this video interesting or helpful. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that I'm going to see you in my next video. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.